Hi friends, and welcome back to my channel. So this is going to be a tutorial from the slit throat tutorial, but just the makeup part. So I'm starting with my Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless foundation. This is the shade 112. It's the only foundation light enough that matches me. I like to use my fingers just because it's quicker, and then I go in with a beauty blender just to, take out all those smeared lines. And yes, I realize I forgot a huge splotch on my forehead that will be there for the remainder of the video. I'm also redoing my room currently, so enjoy the Joe Jonas posters in the background while they last, because they're getting moved to the other side of the room. Then I'm using the Maybelline Dark Circle Eraser to conceal under my eyes and any blemishes that didn't get covered, and then going back in with that Real Technique sponge. Then I'm using the NYX Micro Brow. I believe this is the shade Taupe, and I'm just using that to lightly fill in my brows. I had just gotten them done when I filmed this, so they're pretty well shaped already. Then I'm using my NYX HD setting powder and a Real Technique sponge to just set everything. I prefer my face to be pretty matte than a dewy finish, and I'll add in highlight where I want it. Then I'm using the BH Cosmetics Take Me to Brazil palette and that red eyeshadow to just start to shape out my crease. I love the BH Cosmetics shadows. They're so pigmented, and they don't really kick up too much powder, so they're pretty easy to work with. After I spend 15 years blending that, I'm going in with that shimmery orange shade and just putting that all over the center of my lid. It wasn't as pigmented as I want, so I sprayed it with the e.l.f. makeup setting spray and wet it a little bit, and that worked a lot better. I then took a little bit of the shimmery red shade and placed that just on the outer V of my eye and blended it into the orange. Then I took a little bit of that matte red shade and smudged it just under my lashes. I did the same with that orange color, and then I took a little bit of the yellow and did the same with that. I used the matte white shade that came in this palette to highlight my inner corner, and then I'm going in with a Colourpop shadow in the shade Strength. I believe this was from the Metamorphosis palette by Coffee Break with Danny, and it's just a matte shade that I use to blend out that red a little more easily. Then I'm curling my lashes and applying a bit of the Maybelline The Rocket mascara. And there's that empty space on my forehead again. I wanted to cut out a lot of this because I take an extraordinarily long time with my mascara, trying to get every lash as perfect as it can be, but I figured it was more helpful to leave in all the steps of the top lashes. Then I took my e.l.f. mascara and just put it on my lower lashes. Took that white shade from the Take Me to Brazil palette again and highlighted my brow bone and inner corner. Then I'm taking a blush. I believe I think it was Luminoso from Milani. I used a very light amount of this because in my lighting it looked really strong when I did it. But I think it looks alright here. Then I went in with the NYX HD Blush in Taupe and used that for contouring. Then I took my highlight in the shade Stole the Show from Colourpop and put that over my lips. And then took the Colourpop liquid lipstick in Tulle and began just outlining my lips with it. And then my camera ran out of battery, so I had to wait a little bit with half lipstick on and charge that. And then I finished lining my lips, and I went back in after and cleaned up the little mistakes with a makeup wipe. I'm also using my dark circle concealer to go over that edge, and then using a small brush to blend that back in. And that's the finished look. I forgot to pose for this makeup before going right in with my SFX makeup, so that's probably why it cut off like that. But thank you for watching, and leave me any comments you have below. Bye.